Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Now, getting your iRacing settings dialed in can be quite tricky. We all want the eye candy, but we don't want the computer running like a potato. In this video, I'm going to talk about a program which I've just discovered, which has been around for a while, which I think is genius. The program we're going to be talking about is iRacing. Now, like I mentioned, this program has been around for a while, and what I'm going to show you in this video, you can do without any software at all. What iRacing does, though, is makes things simple. And I don't know about you, but I'm all about keeping things simple. So what is iRacing? Well, iRacing lets you adjust all of the settings that you would do in iRacing, and then some. You can configure all of your monitors, your graphics settings, sound, and you can set up different profiles to suit your situation. Now, if you follow the channel, you know I've had some real computer issues which are now resolved. However, whilst I was troubleshooting, I discovered this program, and I don't think now that I could be without it. So this is the main screen that you're presented with when you enter iRacing, and I'll go through the tabs along the top there, and I'll show you what you get. Now, like I mentioned earlier on, all of the things that you can do here in this piece of software, you can do with the app INI files or the renderer DX11 files, whatever. This just makes things really easy. So firstly, monitor display. Now this is my configuration right now, triple monitors, but if you wanted to, you can just run it on a single screen and you can save the profile and it'll be a single screen profile. On here, it's got a nice little FOV calculator. So these are the numbers for my setup right now. So I've got a 183-degree field of view with a 62-degree angle. This is the angles measured from one screen, the center screen, across to my side screen. Really, really simple. Obviously, you can change this just as you can in iRacing. And on here, we've obviously got these options which are familiar in the iRacing graphics settings. So we'll jump onto the graphics. And there's a lot more options here than you have in the iRacing UI itself. So we've got all of the familiar options, but down here, we can use more memory on the graphics card and slider than you can in the iRacing options. And obviously you can tick, untick to your heart content to make things look as you want them. We'll go to replay, exactly the same. We've got the graphics options for the replay. Extras. So these are the little things that you can change in iRacing. So to have the crowd on when you're in practice, qualifying, all that kind of stuff. Auto repair. There's things that you've read about and you know how to do, or maybe you know how to do, or other people have done them. Well, you can do them all in here. Force feedback, there's not much in there actually. Auto chat, you set all that up. The sound options there. Spotter, you can do all your spotter stuff on there. UI offsets, I've not tinkered with that. But now this has got some graphics presets. So if we click on graphics, these ones highlight at the top here. So on the left, we've got low, we've got faster, we've got standard, we've got pretty, and we've got high. And then we can do an auto configuration. We click that. You can select your graphics card on there, whichever one you want. And you can see there that it's saying that we're drawing too many cars. It gives you advice on what you should change and what you shouldn't. So if you wanted to, you can just tick on these green tick boxes and it will change the graphics settings. So if we change that one, it changes that to draw 20 cars, which is plenty. However, I want more cars because obviously I review the incidents at the end of the race. And you can do all of this here, 8 cars in the mirrors, dynamic shadows, tick all those if you want. Really, really useful. Or you can just click on whichever one of these that you fancy. If you wanted pretty, you can click that. Really, really simple. And by doing this auto config, I got my computer running really, really smoothly, even before I fixed the cooling issue. And then when you wanted to save it, all you do is click on this green icon here, and that applies it to the iRacing display mode. So next time you fire up iRacing, those graphics settings will be applied. So I've got a couple of profiles set up there. So I've got my race, which is the one I usually race with. Then I've got a single here, and you can see if I click on single, the graphics settings are much higher. Now, if I wanted to grab a screenshot or record a replay, then I don't need the side screens rendered because you can't see them. So I'll just click on single, apply that, and next time I boot iRacing, it will be in a single screen. Next time I want to race, I'll just click on my race, click the green icon, And that is now applied. It's genius. Now, as I've mentioned before, you can do all of this in the iRacing config files. However, this makes it much more simple. Now, the program is free, but you can't set up multiple profiles. You could download it, set it up as you want, away you go. But if you wanted to create separate profiles, like what I've done with my race screen and the single screen, then it's going to cost you, but it only costs you $15. That's payable by PayPal, I believe, and an iRacing gift card. Now, I'm not affiliated with IR Sidekick at all. I bought the program just like everybody else. I just thought it was such a good program that I wanted to share it with you if you'd not heard of it. So I'll leave a link down below in the video description to the Discord. Absolutely cracking work by Martin, the creator. It makes my life so much more simple, and it makes my iRacing experience a little bit better. So let me know down below in the comments if you use it already, and if not, have you tried it, and what do you think? As always, thanks for watching. Have a great week. See you later. Cheers.